integrated the seam allowance along the waistband. And
Oh,
then pinned
light
the
is
eyelet
terrible in
ribbon
here.
over the waistband to
Okay.
cover the raw edges.
Dun,
And
dun, dun,
render the
dun.
raw edges of the trim at the ends.
Seriously? This is my day-to-day? Okay, well this,
And
maybe?
then I carefully
Maybe?
stitched
Close
along
enough?
the sides of the trim.
So, first
And
things
using the
first,
pressing bar again,
I
we'll
saw
glue ribbon to
these
the eyelet trim
at
of the waistband.
Joann, and I think I
And it was
know
finally time
what
for the closure.
jacket
sewed on
I
the
want to put
inside
them
down
on.
the center
Just,
front of
you know,
the
it's a
combination.
quick DIY thing, so.
Outside of the opening, I hand stitched the buttons. Now there are two
And
buttons, two
seriously?
buttons, and the one
I
button is
also got a packet of
thread chain.
little
First,
round
the thread
studs
is
that,
anchored to the garment,
I don't know.
and then the thread chain is knotted
Oh, you know, I
to
wonder
go
if
around
my
Once it
bedazzler
is
will
to
fit
the desired
these.
length, the knot is tied off, and
Skins for embroidery junk.
it is very easy to fix.
And clean socks. So, this is the mailbox thing that, oh, okay, I might want to spin around this way. It's on the arms of my chair. This chair suffered enough abuse when Isaac was here that I'm so glad I was home most of the time he was, just if only to protect my furniture, though. So this is why I'm today's unplanned live stream that. So this is why I'm broke. In my defense, I got it for half the price that I normally see these. So
I do have links to all the books and websites I referenced.
Is one papers.
I post a stream new video twice a month. Also, for those of you that are interested in helping to support future projects on this channel,
this is full of some kind of protective medium for the packing, so this is going right into the recycling. The last thing I want is for her now to spread stuffing everywhere.
So thank you so much.
And Murnau will do that. Don't let his cute face fool you. He looks like a sweet, lovable little angel who's such a camera ham, but he is an agent of destruction. So I think I'm gonna move to the kitchen because there's somewhat better light in there. And I'm going to stick this momentarily on. I've got two other jigsaw puzzles. These are smaller ones, but I'm not going to start on them until after this Jazz Age one is completed. Stay. Sorry about that. Had to turn on the other light. So, oh, I'm getting fluff all over me. Lovely. Like I said, while this is why I'm broke this month, to my credit, I got it for approximately half the price I usually see one of these, you know, like lowest end. Usually see these. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful and so fucking heavy. So, okay, so this would be the and it's it could use a little grease. So I definitely need to make some kind of frame so that I can actually use table. So if I am able to find a tradal table for it, I should be able to attach it to use my foot for the pedal underneath. If not, should be able to find a decent enough frame. Worst case, put one together. Various bits. So, oh my gosh. You have no idea how long I've wanted one of these. In fact, if my stepmother were still alive, I'm kicking myself. Like, I miss her. I do. She was a sweet lady. But like I said, I thought she was blowing me off, and I was like, you know, I'm not going to push something if she doesn't want to ship. And then I find out, you know, at first for thinking she was blowing me off. So then what happened? But I was kind of, she had one of these that was all mechanical with a cradle table, and I really, I don't know, while I miss her, oh my gosh, it does turn. It needs hella grease, though. Okay, so this is... And it was $40 after postage. Oh my gosh. It's not a Singer brand. The brand is white. But it's about as old as some of the early Singer ones. Let's see. Might need to open it up in a place or make sure it's working as it should, but all the gears move. I just need to put it on a frame if I can't find just a treadle table that doesn't have the machine with it. I do occasionally see some of those on. I do see them on eBay, you know, where it's just the table. When I do see those on eBay, they're local pickup only and never to my area, like not even the greater area. It's just like in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm like, how am I going to get to Georgia? It's in working condition, no motor, which is what I want. I might want to see if I can find a handle to put here. Other than that, it moves like it. I might need in fact, I want to say downtown Ann Arbor just because like anything I can walk to from Main Street in less than half an hour is downtown to me. That's how long I've been in this area, but it's technically the Carytown district. There's an antique store known as Treasure Mart. They're an antique consignment place. They have a lot of really unique and interesting things a lot of the time. They might very well still have this globe that's been there for somewhere in the area of, well, it was there for about 2 years the last time I went in, and it is, so it's a globe, and it is overlaid in abalone for the continents and mother of pearl, like oyster mother of pearl, not abalone. Both technically nacre, which is the iridescent on the inside. So it's and white oyster. And so it's got the white mother ocean and abalone on the continents. And last time I was in there, it was there for like 2-3 years, and I still asking about $600 for it. I really hope it goes to a good home that appreciates how beautiful that is. And the way that the abalone is cut, like, the continents are as accurate as they can be when they're cut shell. So I don't remember if bubble wrap can go to the recycling station and actually get... I'm just going to toss this bin under my sink. I'll be back in like about a minute. I can keep talking. So, I have some scrap wood. So, I found scrap wood, plus I've got a couple other pieces from a project that was cut wrong ages ago. Oh, hi! Gothic Soulflower! I don't know who here is subscribed to her, but she is amazing. And you have to be subscribed to her channel because she's got that, she's auntie kind of vibe, that skull girdle. And I'm just thinking to myself, God, if this was 20 years ago, she'd probably be my aunt, you know, like she'd be like my gothic auntie who's, you know, like giving advice that, you know, oh no, you can work with a handy. I don't know. That's just the vibe I get off of her, and I'm tired groupie. So let's see. So yeah, this is what I was showing people. I see there's a couple people who weren't on at first. So, you know, I'm going to, okay, balance it on the scrap wood for, oh, these are nowhere near as tall as I want them to be. You are too soon. Oh, yeah, well, you do have that vibe. The decals came off. Okay. And yeah, we've got a lot of grime here. I'm gonna try to clean this so that it I'm gonna tell you like I tell my friend Justin when he always asks me, so are you selling any records? I'm gonna be like, you can come have your pick when I'm dead. Okay. Looks like YouTube didn't want to turn the camera back around, so hopefully you come back to me, kind people on the internet. Oh, yay. 3 of you are back. I think I might have a problem with the collecting of the jigsaw puzzles. I don't know what happened. I think YouTube didn't want me to turn the camera back around. It wanted to, you know, show just the sewing machine and nothing but, apparently. So, oh. Ooh, what is this? I don't know. Oh. Wait, no, this was under the puzzle. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna put it in this little cream pot that I need to weld a handle back onto. I might... So I got this as an as-is from the PTO thrift shop downtown Ann Arbor. I'm gonna see if my jeweler wants to try welding this handle on. So I'll see if my jeweler wants to take a hand at welding that. If not, I'm sure I can find a torch that can do that. Okay. Back to the puzzle that mocks me and plots against me. Hey, I found that missing edge piece the other day after the thing decided that thing on a much love to okay, so I'm going to take a seriously? Huh? Yes. But yeah, I don't know who was on Wednesday when I was doing the live puzzle stream on Wednesday, but I did find that missing edge piece after stuff. After my phone ran out of charge and I ended up disconnecting, so but, you know, it's always good to, you know, I don't know. There's lots of things that are good. Like kitties, even when they're evil, they're good. But I try not to let Murnau hear that too much, because I don't want it getting in his head that he can get away with murder. Which he seems to think. Like, he's such a jerk to Phoebe. And I know it's just him being a 2-year-old, and he's gonna be 2 next month. You know, at least based on the date of birth I had for him from the people I adopt, you know, like his old foster. So yeah, yeah, he's gonna be 2 years old, and he's still fairly active and incredibly playful, and that's good. That's good. He's a healthy boy. But Phoebe and Nigel are both about 7 this May, June approximately. And it's great that Nigel is still very much active. That is very good and very awesome, and it's good for older cats to be active, at least somewhat. But Phoebe's a lot more mellow, and she, Phoebe's a lot more mellow, and, you know, she's my cuddle and slurp on the others and beg the others to be slurped. It's so cute. I wish I could get video of it. But camera up and running, they stop because kitties. And then what happens? So I do things with stuff. I had a thought. Such are my thoughts. But yeah, so it's good that he's very active, and it's great that he's keeping Nigel very active. On the other hand, like I said, he's always trying to get Phoebe to play, and he likes to play rough, and he does not always obey when Phoebe makes it very clear that she does not want to play this rough. And so it comes off as kind of jerky, and, you know, I know he's just being playful, but at the same time, I'm like, come on, hon, this is Phoebe. Phoebe's so sweet. She is. She's a sweet girl. Oh. Come on, somebody give me something to work with. I am looking up every once in a while. Oh my gosh. This one video is getting this channel unsubscribed from me. Like, for serious. They're just talking complete nonsense. Oh my gosh.
But let's wrap this up. But what's the real meaning behind it and its purpose? We know the Illuminati was involved, right?
Oh my gosh.
They're involved. There are deeper, more subversive things going on.
Okay, I think this one goes on this side.
Came about due to circumstances and philosophies. Let's look at a quote from
No, that's one of these ones. And
the goal of communism goes beyond physical slaughter. People of faith do not consider physical demise to be one's true death, since the soul goes to heaven or is born again in a cycle of
oh Jesus.
The Communist Party uses killing as an instrument to plant the seeds of terror in the minds of the people, forcing them its evil ideology.
Wow, I did not realize that this channel I'm listening to right now is run by crazy people. They had a couple of cute videos that I thought, okay, I can give this a chance. I don't necessarily have to feel that I agree 100% with everything that somebody I'm subscribed to is saying. I mean, if I thought that, I would not be subscribed to Ready to Glare. But I mean, I don't know. I agree with what she says maybe about half the time. And so yeah, I agree with about half the time. And that's and I know that she considers herself to be you know, conservative center, and considers himself to be more liberal center. On the other hand, I can see I kind of see the things that she says and talks about and all that a bit more center liberal by US standards. But she's originally from Italian. She has said in a couple videos that she is an Italian citizen, not an American citizen. So I can see how she would feel that she's a bit more center right, center conservative by European standards. By US standards, she does seem a bit more on the liberal side. I'm sure if I explained it to her like that, she wouldn't be offended. I've engaged with her in the comments and on Twitter a couple times, and I think she's retweeted something of mine before too. She does seem really nice, you know, as long as, you know, you can, and if you're going to disagree with her, do it with some dignity and not like a child. And I'm like, you know, I can get behind that. That's a fair request. Where the hell does this one go? Some of these pieces, I swear, I have no idea what they're doing. Like, where the hell? This looks like... Oh, I know where this is. There we go. That makes sense now.
Most recent news update, April 1st,
2000. Okay, and this... No. Really? Why are you doing this? Wait. Oh, I know where this goes now. Okay. I'm getting it. Seriously? Nobody wants to give me anything to work with. You just want to hear me ramble on about the puzzle and people I like, even if I don't necessarily agree with them 100% of the time. I keep meaning to, like, I've got a list like half finished, and the reason it's only half finished is because I get distracted by something shiny, which is, you know, kind of par for the course when you've got ADHD and attentive, like I do. That's fine. I'm okay with it. I've learned to live with it. It's part of my charm. Because I know there's more than 3 people who are going to be on this list, and it is a list of YouTubers I don't always agree with, but I like them anyway, because there is a lot of what I think is ultimately baseless accusations, if only because I think these accusations are coming from people who only observe the very young. And there is this I've noticed a lot of very young people, while they're forming their own ideas and collating various philosophies with as something that stands for what they stand for. Younger people seem to be far more likely to get this whole us versus them mentality, and that's not an inherently bad thing. Where I think it loses some people is when it is so where I think it loses some people is when they get older, and then, you know, and when you get older, you learn that there are, you know, some more nuanced discussions, and you don't necessarily have to agree with somebody 100% to recognize them as a potential ally, and if you can both, as grown and hopefully emotionally mature adults, come to hopefully you can both come to some kind of understanding on a topic. And this goes no this does this is probably on this side. Okay, yeah. And so then what happens? And right? Yeah, this is probably this way. So why doesn't it fit? Oh wait, no, there's another lady in pink over this way. Okay, that makes sense now. So yeah, when you're young, I understand that when you're young, you want to make it very clear where you stand on things, and sometimes it does feel in this world like, you know, it's our kind versus their kind, and, you know, hopefully, you know, you're going to have some healthier, more functional ideas about what that entails. And then what happens? What happens is, oh, this goes this way. Wait. Okay. Ooh, okay, these go up here. All right. I can see this here coming together nicely. So then what happens is, you know, you get older and you realize that you don't necessarily need to agree with somebody 100% of the time to be allies to each other, and maybe you can have some conversations about things, and even if you don't succeed in changing each other's minds about certain topics, hopefully you can at least come to some kind of understanding on this. And so I think what we end up seeing when people say, oh, well, the left is just totally unwilling to come to any kind of medium, I'm like, not necessarily, especially not necessarily in my experiences, and I'm not just saying like my personal experiences, I'm saying experiences of friends who relate it back to me, because, yeah, people talk, it's a small world. And then what happens is, Now I knew I was gonna get that woman with the fur. All right. Seriously? Wait.
This is a lie.
Okay. We're getting better. Getting better every day. Something like that. No, wait. No, there's a mark. Oh. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, that is why I have this idea to make a video highlighting, showcasing, whatever you want to call it, some of my favorite YouTubers who I don't agree with 100% of the time. And let's see, on that list, as of right now that I can remember off the top of my head, I would include Ready to Glare. I really like her. I don't always agree with her. Usually, like, I want to say she and I come together about 50-50 on various topics. And usually when usually I've noticed, like, when she's having when she's going on her little ranty kind of videos about feminism and how she doesn't consider herself a feminist anymore, she does have a much more nuanced approach to it than a lot of people do, which is good. And it's because she used to identify as a feminist and she considers herself a former SJW, and that's cool. And one of the things I do appreciate about that coming from her is that she because she was a part of that community on Tumblr, and she's done a lot of videos about how Tumblr is a hell site, which are always entertaining. Seriously, puzzle piece? Yeah, don't go there. Can you go there? Please? No? Okay. Oh, this has got to be the third time I've tried to put that piece there. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. Wait. Oh, wait, yeah, that is a piece that probably goes that way. And this is...
You see, although the tools the site provided were very simple, creativity finds a way. You start getting
seriously?
More complicated gifts like Tom Cruise kills Oprah.
So wait. Oh, right. I'm getting. I'm hearing stuff from Wang. It's hard not to like him because well, I don't think he's said anything especially problematic. At least nothing that's come to my attention anyway. But yeah, he and I are pretty close in age, and he goes on these little internet history kind of videos, which I really appreciate. I get kind of nostalgic about that sometimes. YouTube is not a fan of me streaming tonight. I don't understand that. How have YouTube and I standing? It's not like I'm cheating on it with Twitch or anything. I don't even know how I would. Most people on Twitch are gamers, and I would just feel so out of place. Not that there's anything necessarily wrong with gamers. It's just I am not much of a video gamer, so I do not feel like I would fit in there, and that's okay. But then what happens? Something happens. Something's always happening. Others preferred the new wave of stuff, and then you even had some people that were experimenting with Ready to Glare, like I said, I tend to agree with her about half the time.
He added a preloader
I-
so there would be no more need to refresh pages. And he also allowed people to label
I know
their
it's
sites as
always
classic
kind of a hot button issue when guys identify with feminism. But then again, like, most of the feminists I've known personally are all about LGBT rights, so I am definitely an ally to feminism, and ha ha ha. And then what happens? I find another piece that goes this way hereabouts, please. I'd like to think it does.
He became a victim of his own success, and all of a sudden he's putting in 16-hour workdays.
Oh, I think it might go this way.
He's happy to come up with ways to offset.
Well, if it does, it's not there.
And when you're as free
Seriously?
oriented as Max was, it can be hard to get advertisers sometimes.
Okay, so something's happening with the puzzle. Who knows? Nobody. Nobody knows the trouble I see. Nobody knows my sorrow. This goes here. No wonder I'm having trouble with it up that way.
Shades of Max's response to Dust and Dime would often come out when he would respond to the companies that would send him
and
regrets, such as the time
this
Scholastic threatened to sue
goes
Harry Potter's
hereabouts. Hereabouts. So,
and he responded by asking if they would be taking him to normal court or special wizard court. Or the time Ted threatened to sue him over a Hitler
hey. Oh, wait. Is this? No. Wait. Ha ha ha. Okay. So, wait. Okay. This goes to this lady's head. Who's next to this lady's head? And we have, is that a feather? Why can't I tell? Seriously, you 5 weirdos in the stream, at least as best as I can tell. You're not going to give me anything to work with. Or, you know, ideas to bounce back and forth. Just going to let me wing it on my own and either rejoice in my triumph or laugh at my misery.
In 2001, I registered the domain www.you'rethemannow.com after seeing Sean Connery perform the famous line, "You're the man now, dog," in a digital trailer for Finding Forrester.
Okay, wait. Ah-ha-ha!
Shortly after that, I arrived at the format it is named in to this day. 10 years ago today, on April 1st, 2004, I registered the domain ytmnd.com. It was intended to be a quick little website that would hold small sites that
I mean, it makes more sense this way, but it would be nice to get a piece that goes somewhere. Wait. No. Okay.
That was started as a joke. I didn't expect this site to last as long as it has, but even as our community is dwindling in size and quality, I find myself with the desire to work on YTMND more often.
Okay.
I think it's time to begin another development cycle on YTMND. Ample time has passed since I've done.
I don't know if people are saying something and it's just not scrolling for me or what.
But converting the entire site over is not an insignificant amount of work. The last few weeks have had me doing system administration. The wiki server that we were fundraising for suddenly began having issues and is being RMA'd now. And t-shirt fulfillment. There's a lot more server setup/virtualization to do in the coming weeks, but it should hopefully reduce our bills and make things run more smoothly in the future. I wanted to write more of a news post on this, the first day of the 10th year of YTMD's birth, but frankly, I procrastinated and am now exhausted from juggling this and work and the obituary.
Okay, so here's the base.
Sometimes an old user will drop by and make something new.
Yes.
And Max is aware that there is still some semblance of community. I think the people who are still using it regularly are like people with mental problems, older Xfinity users who until recently have kept YTMD in the black. There's
Wait.
still people trying to cause
Wait.
drama on there, trolling and that kind of stuff.
Okay.
The only reason I can see that would motivate them to do that
So, okay,
if
this
it
is
were
gonna be
crazy. Besides
someone
being a time
pink
capsule, I don't
next
really see a
to-
reason for it to
is
continue to
this
exist. It's
maybe
like the internet has moved on. Well,
maybe this lady right here.
And I've moved on. Today, Max Goldberg
Plus
keeps a very
that
low
is
profile online. It can be kind of hard to track
different way
down,
that
but it
his
is
suit.
known that
Oh,
he's still
I think I know.
freelance
Do I?
programming work.
I
And
hope
in that
so.
interview with
Maybe.
Gizmodo, he remarked that he didn't want
No,
YTF
maybe
to
not.
be his obituary.
What the
But
hell?
every time I think
Okay,
back to
so
the heyday of YTF
is it going
and
this
TV
way?
and how Max fought for
Is it
fairness
somebody's
before most people even knew what that
trousers?
was,
That
how his creations helped shape internet culture as a whole, I can't help but think that
No.
he just doesn't get enough credit for what he did.
okay.
Anyway, if you like
This
video,
piece makes no
you'll
sense.
definitely like my
In the bin
advice.
with you. No.
So check
In the pile of pieces that I'm working with right now. Because throwing it away would defeat the purpose of getting a jigsaw puzzle in the first place. Especially when it cost me $15. I know what $15 can do.
Before we get started in this video, let me clear this thing up.
Okay.
I don't condone anybody hurting anyone or running anybody.
There we go. There's a thing that goes there. And another thing. I think this one goes up here. Maybe over this way. Does it fit there? No. Maybe that. No. You're doing stupid things, Rowan. I say my name at the beginning of literally every video I do, except for the live streams. And yet somehow everybody who wants to reference me has trouble with it. I literally say it at the beginning of every video. I understand that it is not a native language to most people who would be watching this. And I say that just statistically because while viewers from Ireland are within my top 10 of traffic that I get. Wait, there's no way that can fit there if that doesn't. Does this fit? That does fit there! Yes! So, something. So yeah, I mean, I understand that it's not going to be a native language to an overwhelming majority of subscribers and other viewers, but I literally give people a cheat sheet at the beginning of nearly every video I make. Every edited video at the very least. Occasionally on the live streams. And yet everybody has issues with it. I say which is good morning, friends. Because I say good morning 24 hours a day. I do. Ask any one of my exes. Why do I say good morning 24 hours a day? I have no reason not to. I have no reason not to say good morning 24 hours a day, because literally somewhere in the world, it is morning, and who am I to deny these people their time zone? Sure, I may not be talking to them right now this minute, but what if they heard me? What if they heard me? Right? I don't know who can and can't hear me.
This is a great video. When I saw a bad video, I spoke out about it. I was just using what was called constructive criticism.
Oh, I think this goes this way. It does go this way. Hooray! Okay, so then what happens? Where the hell does this go? Okay, there's this one goddamn piece, and it makes no sense. Looking at this, it makes no sense. I don't understand this piece. I think they just threw this in here to mock me. Oh, wait, it might be the bottom. Oh, it is the bottom of this lady's dress. Okay, so what's the piece that mocks me then? It's a piece with pink. It's another piece with pink. And I don't know. Oh my gosh. Seriously, I've got... Maybe it's a problem with the... Oh, yes. Maybe it's a connection problem. I'm going to try...